Is it something in the water of East Wheeling that produces the athletes that it does? Or is it just guys like us who were born in 1990 just studs out of the box?
It's both.
Both.
It's both. It's both. I'll get yeah. We 90s was different though, right?
Yeah.
90s definitely were different.
Oh, yeah.
And then East Wheeling 90s was definitely different. So competitive over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right on both ends.
We recently had Ronell Green on. Just
Exactly.
talking to him, it's nuts.
Exactly. I had to face people like him growing up. He was a bit older than me. So yeah, we competed every day. Something. You know, the neighborhood over there in East Wheeling, Grandview. Competing with, I used to beat him up though. Now he choose, so I don't leave him alone. No.
He just won a flag football tournament this past weekend.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that though, man. We got somebody in here competing in the Super Bowl and playing against Tom Brady.
This, man. I didn't know you go with the flag football league.
It's all over, man. We play like Battle. I don't know if you heard of Battle.
Yeah, I know you're talking about too.
Yeah, we play in all those. So we play in all the Battle tournaments, and then we go down to Orlando at the end of the year.
That's so. I met a dude. His name was Bruce Mapp. He plays in that league. I think he's like one of the also he played college football somewhere.
Yeah.
But he's always talking about the flag. He always posting about it. So
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. That's dope.
Well, I wanted to ask you, man, about your foundation. I wanted to first ask you what it means to you, and also ask, man, like, how does it feel getting the support from the Valley every year you come back here and see it growing bigger every year?
No, man. Yeah, so that's crazy that you asked that is because me and my cousin Ray was talking about, like, my dad today. So PeGa is actually short for Perry Galloway.
Right.
Junior is the first two letters of each name. And what he meant to our community, especially the Black community in Wheeling, is good. It's a good feeling for us to continue his legacy. The things that he did in Wheeling, especially East Wheeling, were fundamental for a lot of people. I talk to DeMar Moulton all the time about the impact my dad had for him. And I mean, it's some huge shoes to fill. I'm not even close to filling his shoes, but we try. And the camp, it's something big because you remember the Elks tournament that he was a part of. He was the founder of him and Jim Page. But so I mean, it's good to do that because that's kind of like shining a light on what he used to do. And like I said, there's huge shoes to fill. I think if he would have had this facility back then when he was doing the Elks, it would have been so much bigger than what I'm doing. But I can only do what I can do.
Right.
So yeah. I appreciate that question, man.
Was this always like an idea in your mind, or did you kind of like have a moment where you decided you wanted to start this foundation?
When my dad passed, it was something that me and my sister talked about when he passed. Because my dad, this is gonna sound awkward, so bear with me. But if he was here, I probably would have been out the league a long time ago.
Oh, really?
He would have had me all over the place.
Yeah. Not
focused on football, just focused on giving back to the community.
Yeah. Right.
So, it's you see the silver lining and everything.
Yeah.
But it's something that we seen was going to be beneficial for when he passed. It was like, man, this is a way to carry his legacy and kind of do what he did. So
that's awesome.
We had it from the jump, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Appreciate that.
And we're gearing up for a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. So
we canceled the 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Okay.
Because we had a $200 entry fee, and last year we had about 20 teams come, but they gave the money the same day. So this year we were actually giving money away for the winner.
Okay.
And people were like, man, we're going to just do what we did last year. I was like, man, we can't rely on that this year. We're actually giving y'all money. Right. So we was like, man, just forget it. We're going to cancel that. We're still doing all the other camps. We're
gotcha.
The football, basketball, and cheerleading camp. Yeah.
Man, that's awesome, man. I'm on Facebook earlier, and I'm seeing people posting pictures of you, catching you out and about. And, how's that feel, man, having kids walk up to you?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy because down in Dallas, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Down in Dallas, unless you Dak, Zeke, or one of those guys. So I get to go out and about, and nobody bothers me. But I'm not saying they bother me. It's an amazing feeling being home and seeing all the love and support you get.
Right.
My kid ran up to me today and he was like, "Man, I'm a big Cowboys fan. Can I take a picture with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, man." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a really good feeling, man. I love that type of stuff. So if y'all listening to this, I actually love that stuff. So please come up to me. Please don't be afraid. I may look mean, but I try to be nice.
When Silk told me you were coming in, I started boasting on my friends about you coming in, and everybody that knew you from Wheeling, I told you before you came here, it's like you don't understand how good of a dude he
I
is.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
it
appreciate
just
that.
recognizes just being that the face of an area and just raising it up like you are.
I
It's
appreciate
awesome.
that. That's the East Willing in us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We dogs, with each other, but out and about, man. We know how to represent ourselves. We know how
That's
to represent
awesome.
our family. So I'm always going to rep East Willing, man. That's what made us.
Coming from East Wheeling Pirates to high school, college, pros, what does that journey look like from you?
It's surreal, man. Like I said, I was talking to my cousin Ray today just about the whole journey, man. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it. So I know like people around me can't believe it, right? Yeah, he was just laughing like, man, I just see you on TV and just bust out laughing all the time. I was like, cuz I bust out laughing all the time thinking about it too. It's just, I mean, I know you know my job. I don't know if you want me to tell it or not, but I didn't plan on being in the NFL. I
Right.
was good at football growing up, but once I got, older in high school, I wanted to play basketball.
Okay.
It was a pipe dream to
Yeah.
be in the NBA,
Mhm.
but I mean, I was going to work for it. But yeah, I got to college and didn't play basketball, and the coach he seen me playing intramural basketball, and I dunked on him, and he was like, "Man, I'll see you at football practice tomorrow." I'm like, man, I'm not playing no football. He was like, "Practice." I can't remember the time he said. "Practice at this time. I'll see you tomorrow." I'm like, man, I'm gonna just do it just because it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went out there. I was always a pretty good athlete. I went out there and I ended up liking it a little bit, but there was no pressure like college basketball. College when I went to Bethany for college basketball, there was like pressure. It kind of took the fun out of it.
Yeah.
With football, it was like I can quit at any time, so who cares? I'm gonna just play, and it was fun. Then I started to play a little bit more in the season, and then one of the guys got hurt from Samson. He went to John Marshall, and he was a year older than me. And he was one of the good receivers. He got hurt, and my window of opportunity opened, and I took off. The quarterback liked me. I could jump, I could run, I could catch. So he started throwing me the ball, and I made some splash plays. I beat West Lib. That's my beat him single-handedly too. Yeah, but nah, and I got recognized by some other teams. I actually got a full ride scholarship offer from Miami University, but I couldn't take it because my years were up. I only had one
Okay.
more semester to play. And then I went to I got a full ride offer from Cal, PA, and a couple other schools, but Cal was close and I had a daughter at the time.
Okay.
So I had to stay close. Went to Cal because my coach left and it just opened up. Back then you couldn't just leave like they do now.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Something had to happen. My
Now
coach,
there's like multi-million deals going on every time.
yeah.
So
What was that at? Yeah, but my coach went to Cal, and my best friend who was at Fairmont State with me with the Cal too. He was our best player. He went to Cal too. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just go up there because I'm close to home. Didn't play a lick. Nothing. I think I had 11 catches for 121 yards the whole season. I had that in one game at Fairmont.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had more than that in one game, actually. Yeah. But I was like, man, I'm going to just focus on the pro day. I just remember how hard I worked with Josh Powell. I don't know if you know Josh Powell. He was my trainer. He used to train around here, but I think he
Okay.
owns Hightower now.
Okay. Hightower Brewery.
Yeah,
Okay.
he owns that now.
It's right up the road.
Yeah, so I did everything just kind of lined up for me. I was training. I don't know if you guys can cuss.
Anything.
Little bit.
Anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was only gonna say ass in there. I was training my ass off. I remember this too. I don't think I ever told this either. I was working at Melbourne Youth Home. I'm gonna tell you about Melbourne in a minute. I was working at Melbourne Youth Home every day, 6 days a week. This is after I graduated, after I was done with football. I mean, after I done with college football. Working there 6 days a week at 7 a.m. I would go work out, I think at maybe 5:30 in the morning with Josh. Go to work, from 7 to 3, go back to the gym and work out more with Josh for another couple hours. Then I would, go see my family, go see my daughter. And I did that. I did that 6 days a week. And you kind of forget stuff like this, when you're in it. It was just fun to me, but it was like I'm putting all my eggs in this basket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I killed my pro day. I set records on my pro day, like real life records. But if it was documented,
Yeah,
I was killing it. Then I had another. Back then it was called the Super Regional Combine. I didn't get invited to the combine, obviously, but I went to the Super Regional Combine, and that's where I set the records. I had a 46-inch vert, standing vert. At my pro day, I ran a 4.2. I ran a 4.21. They gave me a 4.3 because it was hand time. No, I ran a 4.28. I'm sorry, I'm lying. A 4.28. I ran a 4.28, but they gave me a 4.3. What I do? My broad jump at the Super Regional was the best that year in the whole country out of the big guys. I was killing it. I was killing the pro day. Didn't have a lot of film. You know what I'm saying? I never really played too much football. But I told Mr. Mel all this, Mr. Mel Blunt, the Hall of Famer for the Steelers. That's who I worked for 7 years. Throughout high school and college, I worked for him the whole time. I told him what I was doing. He was like, man, if you had a good season, I can call up there and see your film. I was like, man, come on, Mr. Mel, I ain't played.
Right.
He was like, man, I can't, what am I gonna do? So he called anyway. This how good of he liked me because he thought I was a good dude. He thought I wasn't gonna like dirty his name.
Right.
Like, if they gave me a shot, I was gonna be respectful. I was gonna give my best.
He could tell you were chasing it.
He never seen me play. He just did it just because he knew me and he loved me. He called the Steelers. They gave me a workout. I was with two other D1 dudes. So one dude went to Duquesne. I'm still friends with him to this day. He's a DJ in LA. And the other, I can't remember the other dude. But I did the workout. The dude who was throwing him was Ray Jack. He was the player engagement guy. He came to me after. He was like, man, you honestly look the best. I'm like, really? Yeah, he was like, yeah. And they was like, then the Coach Solomon came. He was like, yeah, man, you did good. He was like, we can't sign you today. We got a roster. We got a full roster. But if something happens, we'll call you. I'm like, yeah. Bro, when I left, I was like, I just got my shot. Like, I did what I had to do. Now, let's go get a job. You know? Because I was like, that was my shot. I'm no way they will call me.
Yeah.
No lie. I'm working out. But my bad. I told Josh I was gonna give it another like couple weeks because I got calls from 16 teams, but nobody brought me in because they didn't have film.
Right.
So I was working out for like another couple weeks, and in my mind I was gonna work out for another couple weeks, but later that week I'm working out at Josh's, and I walked back in. And I got a missed call from somebody from 412 number. I'm like, who's calling? It was spamming my phone. It's I get on the what's it called, the voicemail. Hey, it's such. I should have kept that voicemail, man. Hey, it's such and such from the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're signing you today. Give me a call back such as this number, right? I'm like, get out of here. I'm screaming and yelling. I ain't called the dude back yet. Screaming and yelling. Me and Ray jump. I'm with Ray at the time. We jumping around. Called him back. He was like, hey, CJ, this is such and such from Pittsburgh Steelers, man. We got an open spot. We're signing you today. And how fast can you get up here? I said, I'm about to jog. I would jog up here. I kid you not, that's what I said. And so I ran home, packed my stuff real quick. I'll never forget this. I went home, outside of having my kids. I went home, walked in the house. I told I didn't call my mom. I walked in. I was like, Mom, the Pittsburgh Steelers are signing me today. She said, what? Damn. Immediately started crying.
Wow.
I was like the happiest day. Outside of having my kid, that was the happiest day of my life, man. Yeah.
That is awesome. Now, did they sign you as cornerback or are you still receiving?
No, they signed me as receiver.
Okay, you were still
receiver.
okay.
Yeah.
When did that transition happen?
That happened year 3. No, in the year 2. So I was with the Steelers for a year on the practice squad. That was in 2014. Second year came, I was fighting for like a practice squad spot, but they signed another dude. Released me probably 3 weeks later. So my whole career, I've only been out of the NFL for I think 3 or 4 weeks,
Okay.
and that's 11 years.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
a blessing. But so I went to Atlanta. Atlanta signed me.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to go to the Canadian League. I was telling my agent at the time, I was like, man, I'm just, I was good enough to get in the NFL.
Yeah.
So I got to be good enough to play in the Canadian League. He was like, man, I don't want you doing that. You're an NFL player. You're an NFL talent. Just stay the course. Like, wait a couple more weeks, and then we'll start. Then I got a call maybe that week by the Atlanta Falcons. Said, we're going to give you a workout. I went down there, ran a 40. I remember that. I must have smoked it because they signed me on the spot. Was on the practice squad for the remainder of that year until week 17. Week 17 came, and the DB coach was eyeing me the whole time. He was like, man, I want you to come play over here. At the time, there was the best receiving core in the league. That was the problem, actually. So I was on the Pittsburgh Steelers when they had the best receiver core. And then I was on the Atlanta Falcons. That was it. Yeah, that was it. It wasn't my fault. It was the fact, yeah, okay, I'm getting it now. But, yeah, so I went to, he brought me in his room. His name is Marquard Manuel. I want to make sure I always give him a shout out because he helped save my career as well. That next year came, I was probably, like, during training camp, I was probably the best corner we had. And we had, like, Trufant. We had, not Marcus Trufant, Desmond Trufant. That's his brother, Marcus. Rocky, and then Alfred. I think Brian Poole. But we had some dudes.
Yeah.
But training camp, I looked the best. I had like 7 picks in training camp. I was balling. Because I kind of knew what they were doing on offense.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. So I ended up making the team that year. That was year 3. And I've been on the team. I've been, at least on the team every year at some point. Yeah.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by our new sponsor, Rich Investments Group. Rich Investments Group is a real estate investment firm with a mission of providing quality housing for our community. Rich Investments Group proudly offers a rent-to-own program, assisting tenants to one day become homeowners themselves. Veterans are urged to reach out to them so they can support them in finding their dream home. Rich Investments Group would also like our listeners to join us on July 6th for their Community Day. There's going to be inflatables, games for kids, food trucks, live music, and a spectacular fireworks show to wrap up the night. I'm also going to be down there providing entertainment. If you're familiar with my acoustic solo show, I'll be down there rocking out and providing a little bit of DJ work. And we're also going to have a live podcast down there, interviewing people from this group, interviewing people off the street, maybe giving some prizes out. So if you see us walking around down there, come say hi. That's Rich Investments Group. Check them out today on Facebook and Instagram, and come hang with us July 6th on their Community Day.
How does that, what's going through your mind when you suiting up to play a Super Bowl? You from Wheeling, West Virginia. You about to go play who most people call the GOAT. What's going through your mind then? And then I got a second part of that question for you.
Going through my mind then?
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe it, man. I'm telling you, I really just laugh at it all the time. I'm like, man, I am from East Wheeling. I'm about to go play in the Super Bowl. What is going on? It's happening so fast. Like, that was my first year actually playing. That was 2016. That was my first year actually being on the 53-man roster.
Right.
So I'm like, man, is this what football is? Like, you just make it to the Super Bowl? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was happening so fast, and at the time, I didn't feel like I belonged anyway. So I was just like, man, I'm going to just lay it all out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially in the Super Bowl, I was like, man, I'm a competitor.
Right.
And I know billions of people watching this. I'm going to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I felt. But I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just happy to be there.
Right.
It was crazy. Yeah.
And the second part of my question is kind of what you alluded to. It's one of the most talked about, arguably one of the most talked about Super Bowls of all time. So that might be on rewatch, rewind, replay all the time, maybe throughout the rest of the history. And you were in the game making pass deflections against Tom Brady. You know I was watching. I got down.
I had the whole city on there, man.
I saw you in the slot going crazy. You know what I mean? What's on your mind about them moments when you're lining up and you're giving it your all, man?
I knew he was gonna come at me. I knew. You know what I'm saying? Because they find the duck per se.
Right.
I'm nobody's duck. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it was coming at me. I knew that like the game plan was dope. We had for real because our defense scheme was bend don't break.
Right.
So we would give you a lot of yards, but we would bone up in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really look at that game, man, they just made some unbelievable plays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that dude caught the ball off somebody's
That
foot.
guy behind the
He's a
curtain is a
Patriots fan.
diehard Patriots fan.
I knew something about it.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
I hope he's still a Patriots fan.
I'm diehard. Yeah.
Stay down with him then. Down with him then.
I'm talking like Steve Grogan, the quarterback with the neck roll. Patriots fan.
Okay, you're really.
I'm old.
Yeah, you're not just a Brady
All
fan.
you guys was like born in the 90s,
Yeah.
please. I was born in the 70s. I watched Mel Blunt playing it.
Hey,
Real.
I respect that. Then you're a real fan.
But I wasn't going to bring it up.
You just want to dance behind it. You just want to dance behind the curtain.
I'm back here going 20 minutes.
Yeah, they got us good. I got my revenge on Brady though. We made him retire. So yeah, but I was in my mind. I'm like, yo, like everybody watching you.
Yeah.
And I remember that week when we won the NFC Championship. Like I feel like the whole city called me. And that meant so much to me. I was like, yo, the city really, you know what I'm saying, really got me. I was getting calls from teachers in their classroom.
Right.
Like, it was, all kids were like, yeah. I was like, yo, this is nuts. I just knew I had to, you know what I'm saying, at least get my name on TV.
Yeah.
Because of my city, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it was dope.
So you go from a Super Bowl competing against the GOAT, as some would say. I ain't gonna say it, but
Who your GOAT?
man, I don't know. There's so many people, man.
Yeah.
There's so many people. Being a diehard Steelers fan, it's hard not to be biased. I ain't gonna say there's a GOAT on
Mike
the Steelers,
Tomlin? I give Mike Tomlin a GOAT.
Yeah.
I like him.
but no, I like Brady. I like Brady. It's tough to compare eras. It's hard.
I'm a LeBron fan, so I'm gonna compare everything. LeBron the best ever. So
Yeah. We ain't gonna open that bag of worms, man. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I just want to let you know that.
There's discussions here. The old school guys like, no, man, it's Jordan.
Yeah.
But man, what's it like being the Dallas Cowboy, all the aura of the Dallas Cowboy organization, the greatness, and you're a special teams captain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That guy. Who's making the effort plays, the hard plays, sticking his head in there. Who's that? Throwing Felton around.
That's one of my favorite things. I got it already ready.
He had the tab
One
up.
of my favorite things because
I forgot all about
I
this.
can't stand Kansas City. So
Nope, you're back here.
Let him know. Yeah. Like you say, you ain't one of them ducks.
No, man, we grew up fighting, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? He was doing too much. I don't even remember all that.
That's it.
No, he was doing weight. I was
Like,
like,
yeah.
You must have blacked out right there.
no, because it was like, bro, chill out. Son, like, we play football, but they always like, I got like a target on my back.
Right.
Because I'm the, you know what I'm saying? I'm the guy on
Right.
special teams. So
Right.
I mean, we put targets on other people's back too, but we don't do nothing like, we're not gonna fight you, bro. We're
Right.
gonna beat you like at football.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't even the worst one. Like we just got in a tussle. We got in a tussle because he wouldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? But like, they be doing crazy stuff. But it's dope to know that they gonna go at you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So first of all, the Cowboys get everybody's best shot. You know what I'm saying? Especially the main dudes on each unit.
Yeah.
That we really get everybody's best shot. They be talking crazy too. It'd be fun though. It really be. Because it's nothing that we ain't do when we grew up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
this is what we do.
Right.
So it was dope. But what was the question? My bad. You got me all riled up. Yeah.
It's just your perspective going through, being that guy, being a special teams captain.
Oh, it was like playing for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I grew up a Cowboys fan. My
Yeah,
whole
yeah, I
family,
know,
The
I
whole
know.
good ones is all the good ones are Cowboys fans.
We should talk about it all the time.
Yeah. But I mean, I never wanted to play for the Cowboys growing up though. Like I always wanted to play against them.
Right.
Until I got there, and I was like, "Yo, this is amazing."
Yeah.
Like God literally gave me everything I ever asked for. Like like I said, man, I'm living like in the dream. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It's like it's been a long time.
Right.
But like, I guess this is life, yo. It's dope. Yeah. But like I said, like being the special teams, like captain, and seeing how the young dudes gravitate towards me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an example of like my role per se. So the GM, black dude, Will McClay, he's like the assistant GM. He's really like the GM.
Right.
Call me upstairs. He brings each, you know what I'm saying, all the vets upstairs one at a time and talk to them. And, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the season. So I got hurt last year, and I thought like my career, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
may be over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you know, that's a part of the game because I'm 34. I just turned 34 at
Right.
the end of the season. But he brought me up. He was like, man, I mean, you know how we feel about you, man. You know how I feel about you. It's not just you as a player. Like we need you as a player because you're really like great at what you do.
Yeah.
But what you do in the locker room, I was like, man, that really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? That, so I see why they, you know what I'm saying? Because I do talk to everybody.
Right.
I do have my finger on the pulse of the locker room.
Right.
It's because like I've been in other locker rooms. A lot of these guys haven't been in other locker rooms. Like if you look at the Cowboys are like a family organization. If they draft you, they gonna try to keep you around.
Right.
So a lot of our guys have been there for a while, especially like, you know, the main guys. But I mean, it's like I said, it's unbelievable, man. I can't believe it either. So I know a lot of people in the city be like, man, I'm like, man, I guess. Yeah.
Dallas was one of the first cities I traveled, one of the biggest cities I traveled to when I started playing music. And I remember landing at Dallas airport just being blown away because like they'll tell you like it's a 45-minute walk to the next gate. Like the sheer size of everything down there was just amazing coming from this area.
Yeah, it's night and day, right?
Yeah, night and day.
I have a new appreciation for this area though. Like it's beautiful up here.
It is, yeah.
Like just driving through everybody call them mountains. They really hills.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, like just driving through the hill. Like I went down I-70. Was that I-70?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
From the Highlands.
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
road.
down the hill, yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
Like just seeing the sun and the trees. There's none of that down
Yeah.
there. There's no hills or nothing down where I'm at. But it's nice. I love like I live down there full time now.
Yeah.
So I love it. It's just coming home every once in a while. Like you get a newfound appreciation for this area. Yeah.
Sure.
My wife's from Columbus. I remember just driving her around the roads, her sick to her stomach because she's just used to like straight lines.
Yeah,
You go
yeah.
around the curves and stuff. Oh, man.
Right. Yeah. Everything's flat and straight. It's like a grid down there
Yeah.
in Texas. Yeah.
So where's your go-to food place around here? When you come home, where you hitting up?
Come on, man. Put me on the hot seat, man. Give me some good restaurant. I don't know, man. I've been
Well,
trying-
especially COVID now. Everything's so flip-flopped and
Yeah.
places shutting down and opening up.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a new spot, like somebody that serves like healthier food for real.
yeah.
It's
'Cause
tough.
It
I
is tough.
naturally eat like healthy though. Like I just like
Yeah.
I went to Panera. I've been going to Panera a lot. But
Yeah.
I mean, not the answer y'all wanted.
Right.
But nah, I
never
went
works.
to Panera. But you know, if I want some wings or something every once in a while, I'm gonna go. Still hit 19 hole up. There was some other wing pickles.
Pickles
And I got
have
shout
good
out-
wings,
I
yeah.
got shout out my willing places. I know y'all figure. I know y'all Ohio guys. But yeah,
Do you get down with a cold cheese pizza?
the
Yeah.
Patsy's.
Patsy's, Carlos,
I
or
had that last night.
no? Okay, good.
Yeah, but I feel like if you come home and
Yeah.
you ain't been home in months,
Yeah.
like you gotta at least do it. Everybody I bring here, I make sure they eat it. I be like, you either love it or you hate it.
Right, yeah.
And nobody has liked it yet, but I'm gonna get somebody.
Yeah, it's crazy. Nobody gets down with it
Yeah.
unless they're from the area.
Yeah, right.
You were speaking about the locker room. Is there anybody you got like your favorite guy you like to chop it up with?
Well, my teammate, one of my best friends and my business partner is Jordan Lewis, number 2. He's from Detroit. We like locked in. As soon as I got down there, he was one of the first people like to bring me in. He's a couple years younger than me, but he's been there since I've been in Dallas. That's my guy. That's like my right hand man down there. But because I know how he don't really know how to talk to people, but he's just very, very intelligent dude. But
Right.
like he gets riled up real quick. He'll start cussing people out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like talking to him like, yo, listen, this is how. So I gotta like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Translate for him a lot. So that's really how we became friends because I was translating. I see what you're trying to say. This is what he's trying to say.
Right.
Yeah. But that's my man though. That's my right hand man. But I'm cool with everybody down there. But that's my guy. Like yeah, we in business together and everything.
How does that look for you? Do you go about your business days with the same veracity as you do training and your football days?
For sure. There was a point where I had to kind of back up from business because I was doing a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And like I got to butter my bread. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I had to, get some of that workload off me and put it on, some other people. So yeah, I was a business major in school, but that was my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I thought athletics out the window,
Yeah.
I wanted to always be a businessman. So
Yeah.
I take that seriously, man. Yeah.
Got you. Where can we find where can we find your business? Where can we support?
So, we have a concierge service in Dallas.
Okay.
We got a couple of sprinters, a couple of black cars down there. 'Cause
Okay.
we wanted to use the Cowboys name and the network down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I own some properties out here in Willing. We have, a couple of things. I got like a trucking company. But right now, what we have in Willing, we're trying to get that really going. The properties right now. So we've been buying up a couple properties. My mom has took over the management. My mom and my stepdad have taken over the property management, and they're doing a great job. So, yeah, I've been blessed with some capable people in my family.
That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
There is a realty boom right now in the Wheeling. There's a lot of people trying to get hands in just to like bring up the quality of life around
you
here.
do a little bit of work in the inside of some of these houses. They so like affordable out here.
Yeah.
You do a little bit of work like these houses down there. Oh my goodness! And Dallas is not that expensive, but it's just it's a gold mine up here if you really look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some of my teammates to buy some stuff up here. That's why I'm bringing them in town so they see. Like, yeah, you can buy this for this much.
Well, they got that streetscape program going on in Wheeling right now. It's
Do they?
slowly starting to open up, and
That's good.
it's under construction right now. But I think in a couple of years, it's really going to blow up. Yeah,
That's good, man.
A lot of the arts are blowing up now, and Wheeling even has a new arena team. I don't know if you saw the Wheeling Miners. They just got into West Banco. They signed like maybe a 2 or 3 year contract.
I love that. I love what Willing has going on. I know we got an election coming up too about the mayor or something like that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my cousin owns the detail spot in Willing, attention to detail.
Okay.
So he's really into the politics.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's called me on properties. So I've been learning a lot from him.
That's what's up. As a football fan, not as a Cowboy, are there any off-season moves that you're excited about to see span out, maybe watching film or watching the game or whatever it may be? Because I know there was a lot of shaking around the league this year.
As moves as in players moving around?
Yeah, players moving around.
I'm excited to see some of the young dudes, some of the young quarterbacks. I was a big fan of Caleb Williams in college. Like I hate college football. I hate college sports in general. Maybe it's a little jealousy, but but he was one of the dudes I did watch. Man, he reminds me of Aaron Rodgers so much. I don't know if they compare him to him, but to me, he reminds me because he can move around. He's just like a cocky, I don't want to call it cocky. He may just be super confident,
right?
But like his confidence is crazy. And I hope it translates to the league. These dudes are a little bit better than college dudes, but I mean, by a little bit, I mean by a lot.
Yeah.
But I hope it translates to the league because he's fun to watch, man. Moves with the vets. I'm excited to see the Steelers this year, man.
Yeah,
I am. I know that's your team. I know you hate wearing that jersey right now, but no, I am. I hope y'all are gonna be good because when y'all are not good, the whole community is just down, bro. They really it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah, I know
The first thing they do is attack Browns fans.
Yeah. Because y'all easy to attack, though. Yeah, y'all so easy
know.
to attack. We know y'all not going to win nothing. But y'all might be okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, y'all going to be all right.
Every preseason, I feel like that, and then maybe 5 games in, like we're back to being the Browns.
No, y'all gonna make the playoffs. Y'all going to maybe not. Maybe not. Y'all division's kind of tough, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And you said this is your first time this season playing at the Browns' new stadium?
I've never even seen the Browns stadium. I don't know how either. I played the Browns a few times, but I always played them at home.
Yeah.
And I think this is the only stadium I haven't played in. So I'm excited to do that.
What's been your favorite stadium to play in?
Oh, I haven't played at the Vegas Stadium either.
Oh, okay. Then
I haven't been there. I seen it though. But did we play them this year? I don't know.
You want to look through that, Scott, and see if.
But my favorite stadium so far is, of course, but AT&T obviously. But Atlanta Stadium was dope, and LA Stadium was crazy. So those right there. But
I don't see Las Vegas in there.
Las Vegas isn't on there.
dang, we supposed to play in the Super Bowl. But anyway, whose stadium is loud?
Seahawks.
Seahawks is loud. Seahawks is loud, but I feel like it's cool. It's dope. It's dope to play there. Lambeau was dope. Lambeau was dope. They were screaming that there's nothing there in Green Bay. Like it was scary. Like it's just a stadium. And like, there's no community, no nothing. I was like, if I go there, I'm gonna just quit. But the Saints, crazy.
Really?
You been on there?
No, not.
That is the loudest stadium in football.
Really?
Oh my goodness! And the dome just brings the noise back down to you, yo. It's like you can't hear yourself think, yo.
That's that 12th man element they talk about.
Yeah, that joint's crazy. But the old, the Falcon Stadium before they tore it down, the Georgia Dome, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The NFC Championship game. I'm not lying to you. You could not hear yourself think in that game, yo. It was crazy. That was the loudest game that was the dopest game I ever been a part of. Yo.
Yeah.
Like including the Super Bowl. That game, maybe because we won, but that game was dope, yo. You could not you couldn't even breathe. It was so loud you couldn't even breathe, yo. It was nuts.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
So the guy behind the curtain, my question. When you guys play Washington this year and Dan Quinn leaving the defensive coordinator and becoming the head coach of Washington, you put a little extra spice on those two games when you guys play them this year, or does it not matter really when you see a coach go from leading your defense to now he's a head coach? Do you just want to a little bit more oomph, or does that not really play into how you play it?
No, I mean it's he didn't leave us. Like he got a better opportunity to be a head coach. Yeah, it's not like he left in bad blood, but even if he did, it's just like we want to whoop your ass anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be cool because he was so cool with us. Like it's gonna be cool to see him after the game. Like, yeah, we got your punk ass. Like, that's dope. Like he would say the same thing to us. Like that's how it works in the, like we all grown men. That's how we talk.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dope, but we don't take it like, you know what I'm saying? We more worried about, you know what I'm saying, winning the game in general. Then we can talk our shit later. You know what I'm saying? I know like Micah and him were tight, so Micah probably would text him like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up today. But like, yeah, that's just, it is what it is. But we gonna get him. It's gonna be fun. Awesome. Yeah. Now the Philly, fuck them. Yeah.
That was gonna be my next
Nah. Philly always they always come with it. Yeah, they always come with it. So it's always a fun game.
Well, I literally I ordered your jersey because I'm going to wear it when you guys play the Browns and the Steelers.
There we go. I love that. You can be a fan of ours because you're a Patriots fan, right?
And my wife is a diehard Dallas fan.
There we go.
So before you leave, we're getting a photo.
Yeah,
I'm
of
gonna
course.
And be like,
of course.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
You mentioned before he came, you wanted to ask him about the change in kickoffs.
Yeah. The how they're looking at changing the kickoff, like the USFL style, where you run it 5 months. Like, did they change it for real, or were they just going to try it in preseason?
No, they changed it.
What do you think about that?
I love
As a special teams guy.
Oh, I love it.
Love it.
It's helped save my career, man.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, it puts the action back in the game, man. It's fun. Like, I remember I was watching film of mine just to kick off, and they pan to the scoreboard and they pan back, and every time they pan to the scoreboard, you can see people just walking out to go to the concession stand. Now you can't walk out because anything happens.
Right.
You can force a fumble. The Duke, he ain't gonna score on me, but so we can force a fumble. That's the only thing that can really happen. You know what I'm saying? So that it adds that element back to the game, man. So there's always going to be action in the game, and it's supposed to be safer because we're not getting ahead run. But who knows? Like me.
Well, I think, and we talked about this on another episode. I said I think it's so hard to defend now because like Pittsburgh's talking about putting
Justin Fields
back.
For what?
because that same way. He can run and he can throw. So, like, you guys, when
it opens everything back up.
right now, who do you defend? Like, who do you cover? Because if you go where the ball's at, there's so many
Yeah,
opportunities.
but you always got safety somewhere, so you always feel something. It's brand new now, so we don't know if we're gonna feel everything.
Right.
But like we did a drill this year in OTAs a couple weeks ago, and we just did like a half line thing, and like you could see, like I much prefer to be on the kickoff team than the kick return team, just because I feel like it's easier for us. But a lot of people feel like it's easier for the kick return team, but that's the whole paradox right there. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Who's going to win? I think it's going to be amazing, man. So if you want to run the trick play, go ahead, but it might backfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I think it opens up a whole different.
Yeah,
aspect.
it's going to be exciting, man.
And we talked about this before. That's one of the things where I nerd out is the cerebral part of the game where there's a lot of method to the madness,
Yeah.
and that's what I really dive into. And again, like I said, I played high school real early in college, but it was just when and then when I coached,
Yeah.
I had more fun coaching, trying to think, hey, I know what they're good at. What are they going to try and do?
Right.
That's where that's where I nerd out.
We're lucky that we have the coach that we have, because he's the catalyst for this getting changed. So I mean, he's known to be the best special teams coach in the game. So I think we're kind of ahead of the game, but we'll see when the ball's kicked off.
That's it.
Yeah.
You think there's a chance with this new style for special teams guys to have that superstar name again, like when Devin Hester, you know what I mean, like you knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were. I mean, our guy Turpin was on the way to become a superstar.
Right.
I mean, last couple of years. So yeah, he ain't gonna anybody become a superstar on us. But yeah, but nah, I think so, man. I'm so glad they added this back into the game, because them long 60-yard runs we used to do, them hamstring busters right there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. I was always the first one down the field. So, at my big age,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Each
Right.
willing.
Right. And CJ alluded to it before about me hating wearing this jersey. Fun fact, this is the first piece of Dallas anything that I've ever worn in my life, my entire life, 33 years living. And it's all because this man right here, man, we grew up together. We got whoopings together. His older sister, Chandra, used to watch me, and I used to harass her. So if you're listening to this, Chandra, I apologize. Thank you for your patience with me in the younger years. But, yeah, man, all of that is why I had to get this jersey, man. I definitely appreciate you coming out and showing some love and being here, speaking about your journey.
Oh,
with us.
yeah.
Appreciate you guys having us, man. You already know, man. Anything,
For sure.
Anything for you, dog.
So one last question to put you on the spot again. It's a goofy one. Travis Kelce has Taylor Swift up there. All cameras on her. When you're on the field, who would be your girl? If it was CJ and like a love story, with like a female performer up there.
Oh, I'm about to say, you about to get me in trouble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay. I'll cut that.
Nah, you can leave that in.